What would I do if I had the opportunity to do it all over again and I wanted to be a manager? I wanted to be a leader. I wanted to move up in my career. That's what we're going to talk about in this video. Welcome to the channel Leadership with Mike. On this channel, I help new managers become more confident leaders, and I do that with no nonsense sense, if that makes any sense. Now, I understand. I don't get to go back. I don't get to redo things. There is no magic do-over button, but there is a fresh start for you. And if I was to go back, these are the 8 things that I would do. First and foremost, while I'm in high school, while I'm in college, I'm going to be a waiter. I'm going to be a bartender. I'm going to be working front of the house. Now, why? Not just because there's great tips, but in that environment, you really get to pick up and learn how to read people. You're working hard to make your money, and the way you make your money is you make people happy. You make people enjoy themselves, or you just don't bother them. To succeed in the industry, you need to really pick up on cues that people are putting out. And this is going to help you immensely as you're managing people, because you're going to naturally know how to read them or have an idea of what's going on based on what they're not saying to you. The second thing I'm going to do if I'm doing it all over again is I'm going to ignore the cool kids. Don't get it wrong. I was one of the cool kids. But it's the peer pressure of those around you where you're like, I don't want to look like I'm trying too hard. Heaven forbid I look like I'm trying to succeed. Peer pressure can really push you down. Don't be afraid to be positive, and don't be afraid to go after the things that you want to go after. I've said it before. Most of the people that you've hung around with or you hang around with in high school and in college or university, you're never going to see again. It sucks to really hear it, but it's a fact. There's a handful you're going to keep around, and those are good people. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to ask, what career or what industry do I want to go into? I don't think it's emphasized enough that pick what you want and go after that. After high school or after college, university, when you start to enter the workforce, you take what you can get. You typically, at least in my experience, who's hiring? Who will take me? But I think that with such an important decision that really will affect the rest of your life, you need to take time and figure out what you want. What industry excites you? Where are you passionate? I'm not saying follow your passion. I'm saying just have an idea as to what the industry that at least you're interested in. Next, I'm going to read a lot more books on leadership, more books on management, but specifically more books on psychology. Learning, again, kind of tying back into working in the restaurant industry, the service industry, learning how to read people, learning to pick up on small, subtle signals, learning that if somebody is acting this way, it means, or it could mean this. Again, as a leader, as a manager, you're dealing with people. So the more you know how to read people, the better off your career will be. The next thing I'm going to do, if I had to do it all over again, is I'm making sure, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to sign up to make sure that I'm part of Mike's management membership. I don't even know what it's called right now, but you want to be part of this because we're going in depth on things you need to know as a manager. And the sooner you know them, the better you're going to be. Next, when you get a job and you're working, you're thinking, I want to be a manager. You know what you got to do? You have to plant the seed. You have to let HR know. You have to let your manager know. You have to let people know that I am looking to move up. I am open to opportunities. Because if they don't know, and then all of a sudden it's just your resume is part of the application process, the seed hasn't been planted long enough. So there's a great opportunity that you could be overlooked. But if they know ahead of time and you're taking on more responsibilities, and like maybe you're a key holder or you're a floor walker in the restaurant, you're just showing that you want more, then when an opportunity arises, you are at the forefront of these people's minds where they're like, yes, of course, this is a natural fit because they've been overextending themselves to make themselves available to us. They are showing that they want to have this position, that they want to learn about this position. For sure, they're going to get the job. And finally, if I'm doing it all over again, I'm looking for a mentor. I'm looking for the person that really knows what's going on in that workplace. I'm asking them questions and I'm listening to what they say and I'm implementing it. I'm not just trying to tug on their pant leg and be that annoying little kid that's just following them around. I'm watching what they do. I'm listening to the way they say things and I'm picking up. When I have questions, I'm asking them. And then when they give me an answer, they give me the solution, or they point me in the right direction, I'm taking that information and I'm running with it. These are all the things that if I was to do it over again, I would have done it this way. Now, I got to my positions, I got promotions, but I really had to work a lot harder and it took me a lot longer than I think it should or could take you. So take note, think about what you need to do to get yourself in the position to move up and become the leader that you want to be, that you know you are. In addition to that, get your coffee. Let's keep on going. Right there.